You want people to be able to remember your art, but right now you're forgettable. You want to improve your work, but you just feel stuck. Your imposter syndrome is getting the better of you, and you don't know if your work is actually good. Or maybe you just want to know what you're doing wrong. Does this sound like you? Well, hi, my name is Taylor Jakeway. I make art that makes you feel, and I'm helping artists by giving them art critiques. What are art critiques? Pretty much what an art critique can do is provide valuable insight from another professional artist who has a different perspective on life, art, and can give feedback on what areas you can improve, what your strengths are, and just kind of help guide you to elevating your work. My credentials is that I've been a professional artist for about 15 plus years. Art is kind of my whole identity and who I am and what I feel called to do. I'm obsessed with art. I consume art on a regular daily basis, and I create art hopefully on a daily basis. And I just love art. I am autistic and have ADHD, and the autism special interest that is the strongest is my interest in art. I am also notoriously good at being able to break down a painting or a drawing and kind of know how they work on that. I'm also super into psychology and art, and especially dream psychology. And all of that fuels my understanding of how to kind of assess, break down, and review artwork. I try to do so in a constructive way, and I have forms to help me look into what you're worried about, stay away from things you're not worried about, and work together with you to help you to improve. Now, I fully believe that art can be just for art's sake. It doesn't have to be glamorous or super refined. There's actually a whole market for unfinished works where you don't even finish the piece intentionally. However, my services are really just that. It's a peer review. It's something that you're getting some professional feedback from, and it's something that you can work on constructively. Sometimes we can be our own worst critic. Sometimes that imposter syndrome can make us think our work looks a certain way when it actually doesn't. We can get locked in or trapped inside our own mind, and that's where my critiques could help you out. As a mental health advocate and who has struggled so much in my life with my mental health, I want you to be able to be confident in your work. I want you to make work that fulfills you and reaches out to others. So today, my services for doing these art critiques have launched on menacacademy.io. If you want to work on this, if you want to kind of work with me to help me to help you, then I do not mind helping out in the sense of my opinion, my perspective, my expertise, and my background. I want you guys to succeed. It is not a competition. I do not want to gatekeep. I just want to work with you guys. And I also feel like I have a lot of knowledge and perspective to offer. My life is crazy, wacky, and weird, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So if you're an artist that had any of those relatable thoughts that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I highly recommend you look into one of my services. I will also eventually be having custom workbooks available for artists who might not want to critique, but want to work on things like color theory, composition, concept work, or maybe even just value work, those classic fundamentals of art. I'm here to kind of help you guys. I just want art to be so constant, so all over the place. So let's get out there and paint. And with that, I hope to see you in the next one. Happy dreaming!